What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited. I have the Bath & Body Works Fall Body Care right here, and I have been playing with them over the last few days, trying to really get a good idea of what each particular scent is like. So today I'm going to first haul each scent for you to show you kind of overall what I picked up. Then we will go through each scent individually. I'll talk about what is out there in the realms of that scent. So if you don't like what I'm showing, you can pick up something else. And then we'll go into more details about the scent notes and then what I really think about this scent in particular, if I like it, who I think would like it, etc. And then I'll do probably a little bit of a general recap at the end. So all of those timestamps will be in the description box below. If there's just one scent you're really, interested in versus the other, you can kind of skip around. But first, I will start with the haul portion. I picked up the body lotion in Toasted Praline and Pear. If I could get that to focus. The Fine Fragrance Mist in Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. And then 4 body creams. So those are Sugared Cranberry Cider, Wild Blackberry and Vanilla, Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin, and then Champagne Apple and Honey. 4 of these scents are returning classics, ones that Bath & Body Works has brought out multiple times, and then 2 of them are new scents. So I'm going to start with the kind of returning favorites, go over those, and then we will end with the 2 new scents from Bath & Body Works. So let's start with Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. I tried to get the body creams when all possible because I like how they can kind of set on your skin and you can really get a good dry down note. And I feel like they're just the best for review purposes. So if I can pick up a Ultra Shea body cream in a particular scent, I definitely do. So let's just start off with the packaging on this. This is on point. I mean, you have all of these pumpkins up here. Beautiful. I love picturesque scenes. I mentioned that a lot in my fall candle haul, that like if something looks realistic and just really picturesque and nature-like and pretty in that way, it suckers me in. I'm a big packaging, like, aesthetic person. So I think that is beautiful. This Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin labeled is like textured here. I think that's super cute. And then the bottom here is like this flannel print, but this is gritty. Like it has some texture to it too. It's not the same texture as like the smooth plastic of the upper like area of the body cream. It's got this like textured feel to it, which is just really interesting. I like this. It reminds me of literally you're wearing a flannel shirt, you're going to the pumpkin patch, and you're going to go pick some pumpkins. So A++ Bath & Body Works for the packaging on this. I think it is stunning. I do have people that kind of get on me about talking about packaging, but packaging is important too. It's part of the aesthetic of a collection, so I always do spend at least a second for each set talking about it. So on the back here, there's a little blurb about fall and what this should kind of remind you of, and then there are the fragrance notes. So this says, harvest season is here, and there's so much fun to be had in the patch. A spirited hunt for the perfect pumpkin is underway on this gorgeous fall day. The fragrance notes are heirloom pumpkin, autumn cinnamon, ginger snap, and whipped vanilla. All the items written down here. So this comes in hand soap, a 3-wick candle, a single wick candle, wallflowers, fine fragrance mist, Ultra Shea body creams, shower gels, a lotion, and a wax melt. So this has a wide array of different items that you can pick up for this particular scent, which is really great. If you're not into the home fragrance, maybe you'll be into the body care or vice versa. So Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin is not one that I have ever reviewed, and I haven't ever reviewed it because I just don't pick it up because I don't like the candle, or I haven't in previous years. To be honest, my scent notes have changed a lot over the last few years, and I haven't smelled Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin in quite a long time, so it's very possible that that's a scent I do like now. I haven't given it a second chance, But this year I decided to pick up the body care. I wanted to see what it was about, kind of give it a second sniff and see if I were to like it or not. This is weird, you guys. this is not the candle whatsoever. The candle from my memory, and like I said, I could be wrong, it's been a while since I've smelled it, but the candle from my memory is super spicy, cinnamony pumpkin. It's very strong on the spices. This smells pretty perfumey to me, and that's really, really surprising. So the scent notes are heirloom pumpkin, autumn cinnamon, ginger snap, and whipped vanilla. You do get like a hint of the spices. They're there, but it's really mild and in the background, and it's like mixed with perfume. Like the pumpkin, slight spices, but it's like very much in the background, and I would say it's like 60%, in my opinion, totally perfume. So for me, this is kind of a want. It's not like the worst thing ever. It smells decent, but I guess for what my expectations were, thinking it was going to be this really spicy type of scent, it's really not quite that. Yeah, so this is probably not one that I am going to recommend, or I'm not sure if I'm even going to keep this. It's just not one that I think I'm super going to enjoy, and I'm trying to only keep things that I'm really going to enjoy, like Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte, which we'll get to here in a minute, but it's just not what I expected. Super, super perfumey. Let's see, heirloom pumpkin, autumn cinnamon, ginger snap. I get those notes, but they're very much mild in the background. Whipped vanilla, possibly that's where some of this perfuminess can come in. It dries down very perfumey on me, so it's just not one that I feel like I super need. So for me, this one is a pass. Sugared cranberry cider, and oh my goodness, this is so, so beautiful. So that top picture is a bowl of these like juicy red and purple cranberries, looking like they're just coated in like the sugar you would find in like a Sour Patch Kid. It's like the fine ground sugar that just encoats all of the berries. It looks stunning. Beautiful, beautiful packaging. I like the purple. Again, that same kind of square label that is textured. This kind of gingham print down here is not textured. It's really the same. Maybe it's not quite the same. It's not as noticeable of a difference as that sweet cinnamon pumpkin was, but overall, again, I think this was a win for the packaging too. So the little blurb on the back says, the backyard fire flickers up into a clear autumn night sky. Sweetness and tartness mingle in mugs of fresh homemade cider. It's the season to gather under the shimmering stars. I always love those. I know that they're just like cheesy and for marketing and everything, but they do make me feel like a certain type of way, like an aesthetic for fall, so I do really like that. The fragrance notes on this are wild cranberries, juicy mulberries, plum blossoms, and velvet musk. And I've mentioned this before when this has come out in the past and I reviewed it. To me, this smells like pink chiffon. And what I think does it for me is the velvet musk. There is like a muskiness to pink chiffon, and there's just a muskiness to this one as well. And to me, I just don't really care for that musky heaviness. So to me, this is like a very, very sweet berry type of scent, but also has this whatever velvet musk is that kind of turns it a little bit sour for me that I'm not super interested in. But I think if you are a fan of pink chiffon, if you like, you know, super sweet scents or scents like kind of like velvet tuberose, pink chiffon, I don't know, those types of scents, you probably would really like this. That musk note really kind of does it for me, and I'm not super into it. You definitely get like a musky note, at least on me, when it dries down. And now everybody's body chemistry is different, so that's, you know, to each their own. But to me, that's kind of when I get this musky dry down, and the sweetness kind of goes away, and I'm kind of left back with that note. So for me, this is just not a scent that I particularly enjoy, but it's a scent that I think a lot of people really will enjoy. And obviously, it's a good seller. They've brought it out year after year. So it's one that if you're interested in those scents, I would definitely pick up. It's available only in like the normal 4 items. So the body lotion, the Ultra Shea body cream, the shower gel, and the fine fragrance mist. But for me, this is definitely also a pass. One of the returning favorites is Champagne Apple and Honey. It's got those beautiful, like bright Macintosh or Gala apples on there. So, so pretty. This is a returning classic. People love this one, and for good reason. It smells fantastic. So the little blurb on the back here is, out in the orchard, the one we always go back to, we breathe in the crisp morning air and reach for the perfect red apple that reminds us that it is finally fall. I love that. So the notes on this are pink lady apple, sparkling champagne, jasmine, honey, and autumn woods. Scent in the hand cream, a body scrub, and then the normal 4 items. So your fine fragrance mist, your ultra shea body cream, your shower gel, and your lotion. But they do also have it in the hand cream and the body scrub, which makes it a little bit more of an expanded collection. I would love to have a hand cream in it. That sounds like something that would be way up my alley. This is really lovely, you guys. This is a great scent. There's nothing super unique about it or different year after year. It's the same, like, super sweet apple scent. It's like a crisp apple. It's super authentic in my opinion, and it just has this sweetness. I guess it's from the honey maybe and like the champagne that just really kind of livens the apple up. You also get a little bit of a floral note. It's not super strong, but it does come out. So that, I guess that's that jasmine honey. That jasmine maybe does kind of bring a little bit of a floral note to it. But this is so good, you guys. This is the perfect apple scent for the fall. You know, I have country apple shower gels and a pumpkin apple cider shower. Is it pumpkin apple cider? I can't remember what it's called now, but one that came out a few years ago that I have a shower gel also kind of waiting in use, and this would pair perfectly with either one of them. A really great, in my opinion, transitional into fall scent. So for me, apple is like a September type of note. And then I go into more October and everything with like marshmallow pumpkin latte, a little bit more of the heavy spices and bakery. That's kind of what I go for, you know, October, November. But September is all about apple. It's kind of that transition. You're getting into fall. You're not full-fledged into fall yet, but you're winding down from summer. I might not want something super coconutty anymore and getting into more of those fall fragrances. So this is perfect for that. On me, this dries down super sweet apple-like, and it's good. I highly recommend it. I think that most people, if you like apple, you're going to like this. It's definitely one to pick up in my opinion. Last for the kind of returning classics is my favorite, so that's why I left it for last, is Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. So I picked up the fine fragrance mist of this because I wanted one of these. I didn't have one. All I have right now is a shower gel, and so I wanted to get a fine fragrance mist to kind of pair along with that. I don't love this packaging, to be honest. It seems pretty basic. There are pictures of like there's definitely like a little mug here with marshmallows on top. There are a couple of little marshmallows floating around here, but a lot of the other items, I don't know what they are. Like maybe this is a coffee bean, but I can't super tell. Like, what is this? I don't know. Maybe a stick of like cinnamon. I can't tell. And so this isn't the best packaging I've ever seen, but what are you gonna do? I would love a more like picturesque packaging, but beggars can't be choosers. So nowhere on here does it say the scent notes. So I pulled out the shower gel that I have in my collection. So this is not a shower gel. This packaging is not one that you can pick up now. But I wanted to get the scent notes and description off the back. So this says, it has a little blur, but like I said, this is from last year. Crisp, sunshiny days, apple orchards open across the land, leaves all bright and everything's all right. Because it's that time of year when your favorite ingredients are here. So the fragrance notes are pumpkin latte, toasted marshmallow, creamy sandalwood, and praline musk. So for me with marshmallow pumpkin latte, I get mainly like this creamy, sweet sandalwood type scent. I don't ever really pick out pumpkin per se, or what else did it say? Pumpkin. I definitely don't get any coffee, not so much the toasted marshmallow. It's like this super sweet, slightly musky. I do get a little bit of the praline, kind of nutty sandalwood scent. To me, the sandalwood smells like stands out more than anything, and it just this overall sweetness that you get that I don't really pinpoint to a marshmallow, a pumpkin, or a latte. But I love this scent, you guys. It is my favorite fall scent. It smells so, so good. I will be so disappointed if they ever get rid of this. So I'm probably going to stock up on this scent this year just in case they don't bring it back. Not that they haven't brought this back for many years, but Bath & Body Works has gotten rid of a lot of my favorite fragrances that you just don't expect them to, but they do. So I want to be the most prepared that I can. Yeah, highly recommend this. Really do love it. The items that this scent comes in are the normal 4: Ultra Shea Body Cream, Fine Fragrance Mist, Lotion, and Shower Gel. This also comes in a body scrub, which I'm kind of interested in, a 3-wick candle, a hand soap, and also the hand cream. So this is one that they've definitely expanded their collection on since it's a pretty popular scent. But really, really like this. If you like smelling like food, if you like smelling bakery-ish, this is definitely one that I would recommend. And I'm excited to have these to pair together in the fall and just make my whole body smell like sugary, sweet bakery goodness. I highly recommend this one. That is everything for the returning fragrances, and then there are 2 new fragrances from Bath & Body Works. The first one I'm going to talk about is Wild Blackberry and Vanilla. So this picture, while it is absolutely stunning, gorgeous, has nothing to do with the name of the scent is, so I always kind of like, I don't love that, even though the picture is beautiful. I love that crystal clear water. I guess those are like pine trees in the back possibly. And then that beautiful orange fiery tree. I think it's gorgeous, but it's just not fitting for the scent to me. So I kind of have some disconnect there that I don't really love. But this one says, drive a rural route where the wild berries grow. Feel the afternoon sun warm your skin. Stroll the rows and pluck fall's juicy goods by the bucketful. Which is weird because blackberries aren't in the fall. They're in July. July is when most of the blackberries, at least in my area, maybe I'm crazy, but July is when blackberries come in. So the fragrance notes on this are blackberry nectar, whipped vanilla, golden amber, and creamy sandalwood. And so I was really excited about this one. I've been having this like blackberry kick lately in scents and home fragrance and just in general, and so I was really excited to see this scent and really thought it was one that I would enjoy. And it's just weird to me. I don't think it smells like a blackberry, and if it does, it's just like a minuscule hint of like an artificial blackberry in the background. This like vanilla sandalwood type of note comes through, and that overtakes, in my opinion, 90% of the fragrance. Yeah, the whipped vanilla creamy sandalwood, that's half of the fragrance notes, and it takes up, in my opinion, quite a lot of the scent. It's just kind of a forgettable scent for me. There's nothing super exciting about it. It's not blackberry. It's a slightly fruity vanilla and sandalwood scent. I mean, and I would never be able to pinpoint this per se and think, oh, that's blackberry, you know? Like maybe you can pinpoint that it's a darker berry potentially, but that is a little bit of a stretch. To me, even though this is a beautiful picture and I think it had a lot of potential, this is a thumbs down for me. It's not that it smells bad. It doesn't smell bad by any means. It just isn't what they portray it to be, and it isn't what I had like expectations of in my mind. But if that kind of sounds appealing to you, just like a minuscule note of fruit in the background and mainly that sandalwood and vanilla come out, then you probably would really like this one. But I really was hoping for like a lot of the like fresh, juicy blackberry, and then maybe like some vanilla kind of in the background just to kind of meld with it. But that blackberry really was stood out more. That's kind of what I was hoping for. This just isn't it. So for me, this is not one that I would particularly recommend or pick anything else above. I should mention that one does come in just like the 4 generic body care items. So Fine Fragrance Mist, Shower Gel, the body lotion, and the Ultra Shea body cream. Not least is the other new scent from Bath & Body. So this one I have in the body lotion. This is Toasted Praline and Pear. You guys know that I don't love the body lotions, but at the time they did not have the body cream on the website. It was not available, and so I was forced to pick up the body lotion. Now they have all 4 of the normal body care items, so the body cream is there, but at that time it wasn't. And so I reluctantly picked up the body lotion. I have not been a big fan of Bath & Body Works body lotions in general. I don't think that they're super moisturizing. However, this one is not terrible. I'm not hating it. So maybe Bath & Body Works has really changed their game in the body lotion formulation, because when I use this, you know, the few times I did to get really good idea about the scent, I didn't hate it. I liked it a lot better than I thought. And so maybe this has kind of inspired me to pick up some of the body lotions in the future, that they're not as bad as they used to be, and that Bath & Body Works maybe actually has done some reformulating of them. I still definitely prefer the body creams, but this isn't a bad second option. Okay, let's talk packaging. I hate this packaging. All of the body lotions have this kind of weird, just picturesque packaging, which this is textured, by the way, but have this weird picturesque packaging where all the body creams have this like actual picture. So it just doesn't quite match. And even this Scent's body cream has a beautiful picture to it. And so this is kind of, it just looks strange to me. I don't love it as a whole. I think that the collection should be cohesive as far as packaging and everything, and not like random ones for each particular item. But I was really excited for this one because I was really hoping it was a repackage of Golden Pear and Brown Sugar. That was a fall scent that came out a couple of years ago. I don't have any more of it, and I freaking loved it. And I am not willing to pay on eBay what people are selling it for, you know, especially now that it's a few years old. But I really would love to see that one come back. It was so good. The brown sugar and the pear just melded so perfect together. And brown sugar in general is just a scent I'm all about. But together they just were, oh, perfection. Sad to say this is not it. But so we will go over kind of what I do think it is. So this says, home-baked golden pies, nostalgia-laced aroma scent the air. Cozy up and reconnect with the delicious fragrances of fall. So the notes on this are poached pear, toasted praline, graham cracker, and tonka bean. Okay. There's no pear. There's no pear at all in this. You get the graham cracker note and the toasted praline. It's like a nutty scent with like almost a hint of like smokiness, or just like this, you know, like that toasted note kind of comes through, whatever that may be. It's kind of a heavier, nutty, like toasted praline scent. I get no fruit, no pear whatsoever. I definitely can pick up on the graham cracker. I don't really know what tonka bean is as far as what it should smell like, but mainly what I get is the toasted praline and the graham cracker. On me, it dries down very nutty, and that praline definitely kind of comes out even more, but it's just kind of a generic nutty type scent. I do think people will like this one. It's just not toasted praline and pear. To me, there's no pear. Poached pear. I know poached pear is more of like a caramelized, like cooked pear, but I don't get like any sweetness from the pear, nothing. It is just this like toasted praline scent. So while it's an enjoyable scent, I don't like when Bath & Body Works pegs something that it's not. And I feel like I'm in these reviews, I'm like pretty harsh on a lot of their scents, but I just feel like, you know, be cohesive. And if you give something a scent name, actually make the scent smell like that. And I think people would maybe like their body care more if they felt like they could, you know, maybe also order blindly and trust that it was going to smell like what it was marketed to smell like. And to me, this is just not marketed to smell like the toasted praline and pear. Yeah, I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this one or not because it's a nice scent. I like the praline in it. It smells good. It's a good light fall scent where it's not too heavy on spices or anything, just kind of, you know, transitioning. Or if you don't like spices, but you kind of want something a little bit deeper, not so like fruity. You know, for the fall time, this is definitely a win for that, but for me, it's just not what I expected. Well, that is everything. This is a really long video, so thank you guys for sticking around. I hope that you guys enjoyed and I was able to give you some insight onto what I think all these fall fragrances smell like. Let me know down below if you have smelled any, what you think of them, if there are any you're interested in. I always love to know those things. Kind of an overview, I do think that the two best ones in the collection are Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte and Champagne Apple and Honey. But I do think a close third that a lot of people would really enjoy is Sugared Cranberry Cider. The ones that I'm kind of not so interested in are the, let me grab them, the Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin, just because it's very, very perfumey, not so much spicy. The Wild Blackberry and Vanilla, because there's no blackberry. This might as well be light fruit and sandalwood. And then the Toasted Praline Pear, which don't get much from the pear, just get that toasted praline. So those are the ones that I'm pretty disappointed in. I would have loved to see some other scents like golden pear and brown sugar. Last year they had sweater weather, which I actually really enjoyed. And they also had pumpkin picking, which I fell in love with. Luckily, I have do I have a shower gel or do I just have, I know I have a fine fragrance mist of it. And so I know that I will be set for a little bit with pumpkin picking, but it is a scent that I wish they would have brought back. What are you gonna do? Beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, that is everything. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.